God's Great Dance Floor has got to be one of the most exciting songs I've been a part of in a good long while. I remember when my friend Martin Smith played me the idea. I remember he said, "I got this idea," and when the chorus hit, the very end of it, it started this, "I feel alive, I come alive, I am alive on God's great dance floor," with this amazing, like, it just made you want to dance, just the feeling of it and just the lyric and the way it was sung, and then this trumpet comes out of nowhere and just, it feels like this amazing party, and I was like, this is incredible. I just remember going, I love this, and I'm like, is there any way we can, like, can I take part of this and create this other little idea around it, and with what you've already got going, and I love, Martin was like, yeah man, there's no rules, let's do it. And just being a part of this song is incredible. Just the title, God's Great Dance Floor, is enough right there to cause so much conversation, because especially coming from, like, you know, someone who's writes worship music, who writes songs of worship, writes songs for the church, you're thinking, what is in the world am I, Chris Tomlin, doing a song called God's Great Dance Floor? You wouldn't really think that's coming from me, but I love it because it causes people to really think, and what we're really saying, and what we're saying is it's the grace of God that is God's great dance floor. You know, Jesus told the parable, the prodigal son. Everybody knows the story. The son that kind of goes out and just wastes all that the father had given him. He just says, I want to do it on my own way, and just kind of, he goes and just kind of blows his life, ruins his life, and he decides he wants to come back to the father, and he's scared to death, just absolutely scared to death. And on his way back, what did we see? Jesus telling the story. The father runs to the son, sees the son coming, and runs to the son and just grabs him and welcomes him home. What such a surprise! What an amazing! And Jesus was kind of showing us that this is really us and our Father God, and how powerful that is. Though we may feel like our lives are ruined, we're coming back to the start. What the song says: "You never stop loving us, no matter how far we run. You never give up on us. So let the future begin." And I love that thought. So I'm alive on God's great dance floor, because what does the Father say when he embraces the Son? When he grabs the Son? When the Son's come back, he says, my son was lost, but now he's found. My son was dead, but now he's alive. So he looks at all his servants and says, let's throw a party. We're going to throw a party. He said, my son was dead, but now he's alive. Come on, invite everybody. We're throwing a party. My son is back. That's so powerful. And it says that part of the party was, it said the party was just music and dancing and all this celebration. And so when you sing that, I am alive, I come alive on God's great dance floor, that's what you're saying. Everybody, all of us know what it is to feel like, man, how could God ever, how could we ever come to God? And yet God comes to us and brings us from death to life. So it's worth celebrating. I know life is hard. It brings so much struggles. It brings so much things that come at you that aren't fair. But there's things worth celebrating in life. And from death to life, it's such a celebration. Jesus told us over and over and over about that, about how there's so much celebration in heaven when someone comes from death to life. And so that's what really is the song about. That's what the really song is about at the core. It's the grace of God.